and gentlemen, it's the BS Football Forum. Scott has taken a little trip on us, so I've had my two lovely, beautiful daughters to step in to fill his void. So, before we get started on this video is brought to you by
CrystalDawnPhotography.com.
CrystalDawnPhotography.com. And what's your name, little girl?
Maddie.
Okay, what's your name?
Kaylee.
Okay, this is what y'all get today. Y'all get Maddie and Kaylee. We're going to talk a little SEC football, and the first game we got. First, before we do that, let me just give a little shout out. I appreciate all our subscribers predicting the games. It's real fun. Fargin01, I think that's how you say your name. You did pick Texas to win in the bonus game, and they absolutely did win. Chomp Tracks, you picked South Carolina to beat Kentucky, which they did. And pretty much everybody else was, so-so. And I don't think anybody picked Arkansas to win, but they did. So anyway, we're going to get on to this coming weekend's games. First game we got is Vanderbilt going to Georgia. Georgia coming off the win over Tennessee. Vanderbilt coming off a loss to Mississippi State. I'm gonna go with Georgia on this game. I don't think Vanderbilt. That bubble might have got bursted. I'm not sure. Vanderbilt. We'll see how they respond to it, but I just don't think that. I don't think Vanderbilt's going to win this game. What about you, Kaylee?
I totally agree with you. Vanderbilt, I don't feel right with the predictions, but I predict that Georgia's going to win.
You're going to predict Georgia. What about you, babe?
Okay.
Who you going to pick? You going to pick Vanderbilt or Georgia?
Georgia.
You going to pick Georgia? We'll see. All my girls here saying Georgia, and that means I'm going to have to go with Georgia, So we're going to move on to the next game. Mississippi going to Alabama. This could be a dangerous game for Alabama. Mississippi, despite being beat, I believe it was by Vanderbilt, still a dangerous game for Alabama. But I do like Alabama because they're at home, and I do think that Texas jumped them in the polls for some reason, the AP poll. I think I'd put Alabama up against any of them teams, but they're still at number 2. But I think Alabama will pull this one out, being at home. I think it might be a close game. What about y'all?
I think I agree.
She always agrees. What about you? Alabama or Mississippi? Mississippi?
Yes.
She's going with Mississippi. We're going with Alabama. You might be right. Who knows? Okay, the next game we got Arkansas going up to Kentucky. Kentucky coming off the loss to South Carolina. Arkansas coming off the win over Auburn. So it seems like some of these teams that started off kind of slow are getting better, like Mississippi State and Arkansas. They're getting a little better as the season goes on. This could be another tight game, but once again, I'm going to go with the home team, Kentucky. I think that they'll pull this one out. It could be close. It could not be close. Who knows? It just depends on who comes out with a little more fire. Get the turnovers. If you don't turn the ball over, whichever team you are, that will be a huge key. So I'm going to go with Kentucky on this one over Arkansas. What about you?
I kind of disagree with you. I think Arkansas is going to get this one. No offense.
Did you hear this, people? She is going to go with Arkansas, the Razorbacks. Okay, well, that's fine. It is SEC. Anything can happen. What about you? Arkansas or Kentucky? Arkankiki? Is that Arkankiki? She's going to go with both of them. Arkankiki. So,
yes.
Give it up here, girl.
Yeah.
Give it up here.
Oh, yeah.
See, these are my girls right here, and I love them. So, our final SEC game, we're going to talk about LSU going to South Carolina. LSU going to South Carolina. Now, LSU just got blown out by Florida. They got beat by, I think it was like 30 points, 51-21. South Carolina just pulled off the big upset over Kentucky. Yes, you can call it an upset because I believe Kentucky had more wins than South Carolina, I believe. But I'm going to have to go with LSU on this one. It could be a close game, like I say. When you're talking about SEC football, you know, you would expect a close game, even though sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. But I will go with LSU on this one over South Carolina and the Gamecocks. What about you?
I totally agree with him. LSU has a stronger team, and I think they can pull this off.
Well, what about you?
Yes.
Who, LSU or South Carolina? LSU? She's going with LSU too. So see, all three of us go with LSU. That's the pick. Okay, we're going to move on to a bonus game. It's a pretty big game. It's number 11 Missouri at number 1 Texas. Now, somehow Texas moved from the 5 spot all the way up to number 1, while Oklahoma just fell to 4th. I don't see how. I mean, yeah, maybe Texas deserves to be number 1 because they beat Oklahoma, but that's just kind of, you know, they kind of move them around where they want them. Texas, they move them up from 5th to 1. They just move Oklahoma down to 4th. So I kind of feel like maybe they try to keep Oklahoma in the national title picture. You know, it's kind of politics to me in a way, but whatever. Chase Daniel from Missouri, he's had a great year, except, you know, I don't think he had. I didn't really see the stats from the last game. I just know that I woke up Sunday morning and saw where Oklahoma State had beat Missouri. I know that he has been having a good year. Their team was supposed to, you know, been running this spread offense better than anybody in the nation. But then you got Texas on down the road, who shocked the world by beating Oklahoma. And a lot of people said that Oklahoma was the best team, hands down. They already picked them to win the national championship, whatever. They got beaten there. You know, they could end up in the national title game again. They just dropped down to 4, so they're not out of it. A couple of losses right above them, and they're right back up into the top spot. So, but we're looking at Missouri and Texas, and I think that Missouri is going to be ticked off that they got beat. I think that they're going to go into this game with the determination that they're going to beat Texas. They're going to beat the number 1 team. And I think Chase Daniel will have a big game. The Macklin, I think that's his name, the receiver for Missouri, he will play a big key into their victory Saturday. And don't count out Texas. So this is going to be a close game. It's going to be a knockdown drag out, but I do believe that Missouri will win. What about you?
Oh, man, I think I go for Missouri, people. And you better believe it.
You better believe it. What about you, girlfriend? Missouri or Texas?
Texas.
You're going with Texas.
Okay.
So, she has went with Texas. How did she say that a minute ago? I can't remember what she said. It was funny, though. Anyway. Arkentucky. So, this has been the BS Extravaganza Football Forum, talking SEC football. Got my girls here with me today. Scott will return this following week, so the next video for the SEC, he will be back.
So please subscribe to us.
Subscribe to us. Look at these cute girls. Give them a smile, girls. Beautiful, beautiful. I love them. Anyway, until next time, we will see you later.
This is BS Extravaganza signing off.